Ridgeline High School Sports is a presentation of 104.5 The Ranch and CashValleyDaily.com. Brought to you by Adams Wealth Advisors, Great Basin Graphics, McDonald's, Logo Shop, Castelite, Napa Auto Parts, Planet Fitness, El Salvador Los Primos, DD Auto Salvage, Advanced Integrated Systems, Cache Valley Auto Care, Les Olson Company, New Horizons Beauty College, and CashValleyDaily.com. Now, it's time for the Ridgeline Riverhawks on 104.5 The Ranch.
Welcome to Ridgeline High School, everyone. I'm Dave Simmons, joined as always by the Patriot Nick Zollinger, and we are at the first round of the State Boys 4A Championship for basketball, and we have a visiting team from all the way down in Hurricane, the Hurricane Tigers here at Ridgeline. Apparently they made it. Hopefully they came last night, because if you're from Hurricane tuning into this one, folks, you might want to be glad you're not on the road, because we are having a absolute whiteout conditions going on right now. Sardine, I've heard Sardine is closed. Did you hear that?
I did hear that as well. Yeah, it's came about 1 o'clock and just started dumping.
Yeah.
And it hasn't stopped since.
We've all been watching for it. I thought actually we'd wake up to it this morning, but it wasn't there yet.
Nothing.
So it's we're going to have some people from Hurricane here tonight, I would imagine. I just hope they'll stay and not try to brave that going home, because that is... We did it last year coming home from Dixie and hit that in Cedar, and cars were backwards on the freeway and just ended up staying in Cedar.
It's not worth it. When it's rain turned to snow, a lot of times it just makes it that it saturates those roads, and then it turns, when it starts to freeze, it builds that layer of ice, and it makes driving just a nightmare out there.
And that's what it was. It was definitely rainy over the last 12 hours or so, and then turned to snow.
Yeah, and then when it freezes, ooh. Yeah, so be careful out there, anybody. If you're coming to the game and to watch in person, drive safe, and if you're not, stay at home, hunker down.
Hunker down and listen to the sweet, sultry tones of the Patriot Nick Zollinger.
Dave's going to do the play-by-play, and I'm going to set the mood and add some color as we got the visiting Hurricane Tigers in here tonight.
Well, let's look at both these two teams side by side.
Yeah, let's do.
Hurricane comes into this tournament as the 14 seed. So
yeah, with the addition of Layton Christian, normally this Ridgeline team, who's ranked third, Dave, would have a bye in the first round, but with the addition of Layton Christian into 4A classification, it adds another team, so the only two byes in the state 4A classification state tournament are Skyview and Dixie. Skyview at the 1 and Dixie at the 2.
Did you happen to see the RPIs too?
I didn't see how close it was, but Dixie fell to Crimson Cliffs the last game. This Ridgeline team beat Logan in an overtime thriller, so you thought that there might be a little change there at 2 and 3, but it stayed the same as the weeks prior, with Ridgeline staying at 3 and Dixie held on to that 2 spot.
It made it.
Was it close?
Super close.
Yeah, I figured it was. Within a couple decimal points. I'm trying to find it here for
you, but it was a matter of 0, 0, 0 something or other. So let's
really
see.
That close?
Dixie ended up RPI 0.6593.
Okay.
Ridgeline 0.6578.
So 0.002.
0.002.
2 thousandths.
Yeah, it was so close. But I don't hate this as far, if I'm Ridgeline, I didn't have to travel. I get another game here. Not definitely overlooking anybody, of course. All respect due to everybody that comes. Anybody can win in 32 minutes, but you get a chance to play one more game as far as just kind of getting yourself zoned in, so to speak. Yeah, for the tournament coming up here at Utah State University. On paper, it looks to me like Hurricane has had a bit of a tough go of it this year. 2-18 overall, 0-12 in their region. This might be a huge oversimplification of the thing, but it just looks to me like they're not finding ways to score when your leading scorer is at 7 points a ball game.
Well, you look at their roster from purely a height standpoint, and they have size.
Yeah, they definitely have size.
Up and down the roster, they got some size. I want to say Owen
Iloa.
Owen Iloa is probably their best player. He doesn't average more than 7 points a game. It just looks like, as you mentioned, Dave, they struggle to get the ball in the basket and create offensive production. They only average just under 45 points per game scored. And a lot of times, that's just not going to get it done in a high school basketball tournament where you're coming up against this Ridgeline team that averages 65, 66 points a game and has about 4 kids almost in double digits. So you got a really good offense you're playing. You're not great offensively. It looks like the teams that they were able to beat are from Arizona, and I have no idea how big those schools are or how good those basketball teams are. But they beat 2 teams out of Arizona in a tournament. And then I went a little further down the schedule, and they lost to some smaller schools in central Utah. I want to say it's either Panguitch or Parowan. I can't remember who they played.
Panguitch beat them 49-44.
Panguitch, they lost to South Sevier.
Beat them 50-48.
Oh, so they played them both.
Yep.
Okay. They lost both those games. They lost to South Sevier out of Monroe. And, yeah, I mean, it just, some of those are head scratchers. And then you go a little further down, and they gave Cedar a really good game in the middle of the season. So, I mean, you never want to overlook a team, that's for sure. But if you're Ridgeline, you got to feel good about the players you got on the court, the numbers that they've been able to produce over the course of the season. And you got to think, even though you might not have a size advantage like you do on a lot of teams, you probably have a skill advantage with Carson Cox leading the way and Luke Sorensen right there gobbling up offensive rebounds. So I favor Ridgeline by about 25 points here tonight, Dave.
Yeah, that's a big number. But I think you might be pretty accurate. If you gave me the over-under at 25, I would have a hard time picking the under, which is what you would normally think. Oh, 25, nobody.
It's hard to beat a team by 25.
32 minutes, it absolutely is. So, then I started looking into their region play. Are they even hanging? And
some games, no.
Most not.
Yeah.
They got throttled by Dixie, throttled by Desert Hills, and Crimson Cliffs, and Snow Canyon, and Pineview. I mean, the closest one they had, they lost to Cedar 62-60.
Yeah, but then they lost to them by about 14 or 15 the next matchup.
Yeah,
so it's just kind of, I think that any team can be beat on any given night. You don't come out and bring your best stuff, play your best ball, take care of the basketball, get good looks, get into your sets. Just play your game. If you're Ridgeline, I think Coach Stay's just saying, guys, just do what we've been doing. Play tough defense, hold these guys to 35, 40 points, run our sets clean, execute, and we're going to win this game.
Yeah, I think so, too.
You got to know you're the better team.
Yep, there's a lot of focus right now, a lot of confidence as they need to be in that, speaking of Ridgeline, they need to be into that rhythm going into Thursday, because Thursday it will start even tougher. The winner of this ball game will play the winner of Pineview Layton Christian.
Yeah, and we beat Pineview early in the season, but I want to say we had to come back from like a 13-point deficit in the fourth quarter. That was our first game, if I'm remembering this right, Dave, this is all off the top of my head. That was our first game in the North-South tournament, and we didn't play great, but we were able to pull out a victory. I can't remember if it's Desert Hills or Pineview, but
Desert Hills was Ridgeline's second game of the season. They started with Tooele.
Yeah, so it was the Desert Hills games that they had to come back from a 13-point deficit in the fourth quarter
and won that one by 2, and then they beat Pineview 75-63 in that one. My guess is it's going to be Layton Christian.
I want to say Creighton Jenks had a big game against Pineview, but I agree with you. Going back to the matchup, Layton Christian is definitely favored over Pineview. However, I have heard of some rumblings with, I'm not sure if it's like some recruiting practices or like, I'm not sure how Layton Christian is, functions as a high school. Mm-hmm. But I want to say they're under some investigation of something that's going on there at the school. And I think it's creating turmoil within the basketball program because they were picked as one of the top placers in the state 4A classification, and they finished clear down at 6th.
Interesting.
So I don't know what's going on there, but they may be off a little bit from where they potentially could have been to start the season.
You're right, though. Creighton Jenks did have a really nice game against Pineview, had 16 in that one.
Yep.
Grady Workman had 16, and Luke Sorensen had 18, and Carson Cox had 13.
Yeah, so balanced scoring.
Really balanced scoring in that one. So if Ridgeline can win this one against Hurricane, they'll be facing either Layton Christian or Pineview.
Now, when you go up to Utah State, Dave, that adds a whole different element of depth that spectrum can add to the shooting, and it could create problems for teams. It could create problems for Ridgeline. It's just the extra depth behind the basket and the seating behind the basket is something that you're just not used to seeing at the high school level. So the team that's able to make those adjustments and play on that bigger floor in the bigger arena is going to have a chance to take home a championship on Saturday.
Yep, so the winner like as I said, Ridgeline plays Hurricane right now. The winner of that one, this one will play the winner of Pineview Layton Christian, and then the winner of that one will play the winner of Dixie and either Cedar or Desert Hills. So we're assuming if things go as by chalk, Ridgeline could see Dixie in the quarterfinals at Utah State. The winner of that one would end up playing, again, if it goes by chalk, you end up playing Skyview for the championship.
Yeah, I mean, high school's got to be a little more favorable on the chalk side of things than, say, like college,
I would think so.
NCAA and things like that. Just, it's a little more predictable. The teams are, I think Skyview personally is head and shoulders above that top side of the bracket. I think they're going to have their way with whomever they play in the semifinals. It's going to be that finals game that's going to be a good one. I mean, whether it's Dixie or Ridgeline or could be Layton Christian, who knows who comes out of this bottom side of the bracket.
Yeah, I look at the matchups for the first round. I don't see anything that I feel like anybody's going to an upset in the making.
Logan or that 8-9, could be
Logan
a battle.
Is the 8, Bear River is the 9.
Here's my upset
I got
for
Logan
you.
On that
Here's
one.
my upset for you. I think Mount Crest goes down to Crimson Cliffs and gives them a ball game.
Griffey watched Crimson Cliffs beat Dixie.
They did beat Dixie.
And Griffey goes, I don't think we can beat Crimson Cliffs.
Really?
Well, just because he saw that game. I mean,
in person.
He was there,
yeah.
And so it's hard to say on that. I wonder if maybe Dixie, Crimson Cliffs, and Snow Canyon are actually really, really good.
Well,
either that or
I could be.
I don't know.
I could be totally off on the Skyview thing, but I think they are.
You mean Mountain Crest?
Well, no, I'm saying Skyview maybe being the favorite to come out of that top side of the bracket.
I would think so.
Because you're saying, who would they play in the
Snow Canyon?
Snow Canyon. Where does Crimson Cliffs
or Crimson
fit
Cliffs? So Snow Canyon plays Green Canyon tonight.
Oh, I got you.
The winner of that one will play the winner of Mountain Crest, Crimson Cliffs.
Okay, I got you.
By chalk, you'd have Crimson Cliffs playing Snow Canyon in the quarters. The winner of that one to play Skyview, as long as Skyview can beat either Bear River or Logan.
I see. Well, there you go. Snow Canyon, one of those South teams is more than likely getting a chance to play Skyview in that semifinal game.
Yeah, which would be a lot of fun.
Yep.
We're going to have the national anthem here and be back with you in just a moment.
If you want a natural stone look on your home without the expense, think Coldwater Stone in Tremonton or Castorite in Logan and see how they take some of the most beautiful resources the earth has to offer, then shapes and blends them to create your dream home. Online at coldwaterstone.com.
DD Auto and Salvage is going to pay you the most for junk vehicles. Get rid of your junk vehicles today. Pickup is available. DD Auto and Salvage in Logan. Call 787-1204. That's 787-1204 today. See store for details.
Great Basin Graphics has quality screen printing, detailed embroidery, and award-winning graphic designers. The right look, the right design, the perfect fit. Get noticed with GBG. Get your order in today for spring products. Google Great Basin Graphics for screen printing and embroidery. 966 West 400 North in Logan.
Here's today's hot and perfect tip.
Don't follow extreme routines. Do your own thing at Planet Fitness. Join now for just $10 a month and cancel anytime.
RPMs raise your BPMs. Then get up and go. Go turn some heads. Go turn a wrench. Napa has America's largest network of parts and care, here to keep you firing on all cylinders.
A beautiful career in the beauty industry. New Horizons Beauty College is happy to be helping you take a step forward in a new career and your new look. New Horizons Beauty College, moving forward with beauty. Now accepting new clients. Call 435-753-9779.
Adams Wealth Advisory is a financial planning firm that is combined with an investment firm to provide the best possible outcomes for our clients.
I always believe if you're intentional with your financial plan, things are going to work out really well for you.
Visit adamswealthadvisors.com or call 752-1702 to schedule a time with an advisor today. Your Cache and Box Elder County McDonald's take pride in being part of our community. Your local McDonald's is hiring with flexible hours, tuition reimbursement, and great pay. Start your career today. Apply at careers.mcdonalds.com. McDonald's is an equal opportunity employer committed to a diverse and inclusive workforce.
You know what?
Welcome back to Ridgeline High School. We are having just had the national anthem, and now the starting lineups for the visiting Hurricane Tigers. Take it away, Nick.
Yeah, starting for the visiting Tigers is Nephi Iloa. He's number 1. He's a 6'7" senior, averages 2 points per game. Number 3 is Carter Ashby. He's a 5'6" senior, averages 2 points per game. RJ Wright, number 5, is a 6'5" senior, averages 3 points per game. Mason Gilbert is number 12. He's a 6'2" senior, averages 5 points a game. And Owen Iloa is number 32. He's a 6'6" junior, averages 7 points a game. And the Hurricane Tigers are coached by Brennan Schweikart? Schweikart? Okay, thank you. That must be German.
It's Dutch. Starting lineups for your home team, Ridgeline Riverhawks, are as follows. And by the way, Nick, have you noticed there has not been a change to the starting lineup all season long?
Yes, one time Jagger, or maybe 2 games.
Jagger was hurt.
Jagger hurt his ankle, twisted an ankle, and Zach Skinner started in the starting lineup for just a couple of games.
Good memory. Number 1 is Grady Workman. He's a 6'2" senior, averages 10 points a game. Number 2 is Cam Blotter. He's a 5'10" junior, averages 6 points per game. Cam also dishes out 5.5 assists and grabs 3.5 rebounds from that point guard position. Number 3 is Carson Cox. He's a 6'5" junior, averages 13.5 a game and 6 rebounds. Number 34 is Luke Sorensen. He's a 6'7" senior, averages 14.5 per ball game and 7 rebounds. And number 35 is Big Jagger Franklin. He's a 6'9" junior, averages 9 points a game and 5 rebounds.
Dave, I'm going to give you an observation to start this game. I remember a couple years ago we were calling a playoff football game at home against, help me with they were the Aviators.
The Aviators.
Remember Mountain Green or Mountain?
No.
Cedar Mountain?
Cedar Hills. Cedar Hills?
Cedar Hills. They came onto that field and they looked deflated and beat before the game started. I got to tell you, I almost feel the same about the Hurricane body language right now with the way they just came out in the introductions.
No
hype, no energy, no excitement to be here. It doesn't look like at all.
Oh, Derek Nyman, that might be the lowest toss I've ever seen.
That was pretty low, and it led to a tip to Cam Blotter and a bounce pass to Luke Sorensen in the key, and he gets the first points for Ridgeline, put them up 2-0.
I'm not sure that was on Hurricane as much as the toss. Jump shot from the free throw line area, no good. That one was taken by Gilbert. Rebound grabbed by Ridgeline. 3-point shot by Carson Cox the other direction. Quickly on the board with Cars for a 3-point bucket and a quick 30-second timeout. Just that quick by Hurricanes coach.
Yeah, only 30 seconds into this ball game. You're down 5-0 and you want a timeout, but Cam Blotter gets kind of an outlet to midcourt, and he skips it from the left side of the court all the way to the right over to Carson Cox. I got that one on replay. We might as well watch that.
While you're looking at that, Adams Wealth Advisors powers your video experience. Adams Wealth Advisors wants to understand your family, your jobs, your hobbies, and goals to earn your long-term financial trust.
Oh, Cam Blotter actually got that rebound, and he pushed into transition and a big, long skip pass to Carson Cox, and he knocks it down. Carson's three-point shooting over the second half of the season has gotten so much better, and he has hit some big shots and big moments throughout the year, but I would say just his efficiency, sometimes he takes a lot of shots to score some of the points, but his three-point shooting specifically has gotten better.
If Cars can stretch the floor from that three-point line, it will help this Ridgeline team so much.
Big time.
So much. Into the front court is Hurricane. Ashby with the ball goes up between the circles to Jackman. Dribble handoff to Wright. R.J. Wright stops on the left elbow and then kicks it back outside to Iloa.
Oh, boy.
Taken away from Iloa by Luke Sorensen. Cam
Nice
Blotter
block.
pushes it down the left sideline to Workman. Back to Cam. Gets a high screen from Luke. Down the lane. Tries to lob it down to Jagger. Jagger's got it. He's still on a pivot. Now kicks it back outside to Workman. 3-point shot on the way by Cam Blotter is good.
Oh, man. If those shots are going to keep falling, it's going to be a quick night for the Ridgeline Riverhawks as Cam Blotter knocks one down from beyond the arc.
And
and
then
a
he
steal.
takes it away right from Ashby. Heads the other direction. He's fouled. And Cam's going to get free throws. That was one of those fouls where you just are making sure he does not get the shot up. And Ashby was able to get a lot of harm.
Yeah, 4 possessions for Hurricane early in this ball game. 2 turnovers and 2 missed shots. Actually, 1 missed shot and a block shot by Luke Sorensen.
Free throw for Cam is good. He's going to get one more here.
Looks like Ridgeline's going to set up a bit of a 3/4 court press here as they switch the 2 guards in for rebounding. This is typically a press type situation.
Yep, we'll see what they do after the free throw. It usually is after a make.
Yep. Hard to set up a press on a miss.
So got 1 of 2, did Cam.
Ooh.
Going past Cam is Gubler. Kick it out there down low to Jackman, and he goes up and scores it for the first points of the game for Hurricane.
Really nice move into the chest of Jagger Frankham, and he gets it to fall with his right hand.
Down the sideline to Carson Cox. A little bit of a tight window there, wasn't it? Gets it back to Cam Blotter, and he'll reset the offense from mid-court. They're going to try to run this lob play, I think, that they like. We'll see if it's been scouted by Ridgeline. Oh, Cam tries to lob over top to Luke Sorensen, but Luke had started to come up almost to mid-post area.
Yeah, he needed to stay back in the short corner. At least that's what Cam was anticipating. And as he threw it over the top of the defense, Luke Sorensen, as you said, Dave, came at him. And it was just a first turnover for the Riverhawks.
Gubler now bringing it across against Cam Blotter. Crosses over a couple times, trying to get it high post to Owen Iloa. I'll use, for our Hurricane fans listening in, I'll try to use their first names for you. As they skip along the baseline. 3-point shot from there is good. Ooh. That one knocked down by number 30, Callan Hughes.
We don't have his height, but he looks like a big, long kid.
Yeah, he looks long.
First points for Hurricane are in a 3-point variety.
Oh, the 2-pointer down low, remember? So it's
that's right, the little hook shot.
Workman's raises for 3. That one no good. Backside rebound by Hughes. Gives it off to Gubler. Bounce pass long down court. Only one down there to make it. Couldn't make it. Rebound grabbed by Hughes.
Oh, my.
Kick outside long. 3-point shot by Gubler's no good. Rebound Sorensen.
He
gives it off to Blotter. Bounces it to Cam Blotter. Down to Cox. He goes to Workman, and he goes up and scores it under the basket.
Yeah, it's a nice read by Carson. He's got the cutting Grady Workman to the basket, and he does a nice little stop and pop on the baseline for 2 points for Ridgeline.
Up top, Owen. Takes 2 big steps, beautiful. Nice move, gets into the lane and scores it.
Yeah, just gets around a little bit of a screen. I wasn't sure who he went around there, but then he gets some separation and goes straight downhill for the easy layup.
11-7. Driving baseline is Carson Cox, takes the pain and scores it.
Yeah,
so he's going to get an and one.
The contest by Owen Iloa comes hard at Carson Cox as he had beat his man off the dribble and was going to get an easy layup, but Iloa comes with the foul, and Carson's going to have a 3-point play opportunity.
Owen Iloa picks up his first personal foul. Carson Cox goes to the free throw line and finishes the 3-point play. He's got 6 in the game. With 4:25 remaining in the first quarter, Ridgeline leading 14-7. Hurricane crosses half court, gives it right side to Wright. Now Hughes, and now straight away is Tebbs. They play a lot of guys. They've already probably played 9 or 10 guys already. R.J. Wright goes mid-post area to Owen. Puts it on the floor and then picks it right back up immediately. Back outside to Tebbs. Tebbs guarded by Workman. Into the corner, 3-point range is Wright. He raises for 3. Rebound comes straight back to him, and he grabs it and scores it.
Oh, wow. Yeah, just unable to control that rebound.
Quick
as
pass
he follows
down,
the shot.
Down court, and Grady Grady Workman goes in strong and scores it.
The action is fast and furious, Dave.
It really
Back and forth.
16-9, Ridgeline in the lead.
I don't know if this has been an emphasis, but Ridgeline has really pushed the action offensively, tried to get in transition.
They really have. Straight away is Tebbs. Doesn't look at the three. He was open. And Cam Blotter in the passing lane picks it off. Coming from behind, they couldn't see him, Cam didn't see Gubler coming from behind, knocking it out, but out of bounds, so Ridgeline will have it underneath their own basket. Zach Skinner and Creighton Jenks will check in for Cam Blotter and Jagger Frankham.
Yeah, maybe something you've identified on film, just Hurricane doesn't get back in transition D, and that was on a made basket by Hurricane that they pushed into transition, got an easy layup for Grady Workman. So there's been probably 3 or 4 possessions at least that have been transition-type buckets.
Zach Skinner inbounds to Sorensen. He'll give it off to Cox. Now back up top to Skinner.
Short.
Jump shot from the elbow, no good. Rebound put back up and in, not in by Sorensen. Jenks tries to get it up and in and can't, and so Sorensen rebounds another one. That was 3 chances there.
Good job crashing the offensive boards by Luke Sorensen and Creighton Jenks, just unable to convert. But Luke, on his second offensive rebound of that possession, gets the foul.
R.J. Hurst picks up his first personal foul.
I mean, heck, at this pace, can Ridgeline have a 30-point quarter?
They might. That's 17 on the free throw for Luke.
And Hurricane well above their average.
They have played 10 guys.
Yeah, they have.
Second free throw for Luke Sorensen is good.
Really good free throw shooter for a big man. Got a trap press here.
He has a very good average. Down to the corner. Back
another
up top, turnover again. Skinner picks it up and goes to Workman. He goes in strong, can't get it to go. Rebound. Was flying in, Luke Sorensen. It's always fun to watch where he is, isn't it, on those breaks?
He works hard every second of the play. He doesn't care if someone else is shooting it or it's in transition. He's going to crash and try to get every offensive rebound. I mean, I think that's just his mentality.
I love it. Free throw for Grady is short. He's got one more.
And here comes another sub. This is back into the starter.
He's been in.
This is Nephi.
Iloa has been in, so he just came back in for Hughes. And Grady Workman's got one more free throw. Second free throw for Grady's good.
Definitely hard to get into a rhythm offensively
with
that kind of substitution.
I agree. Back pass
turnover.
Coming across the court and went out of bounds. Oh, they thought Grady had a fingernail on it.
What? Okay. Whoops.
They're going to give it back to Hurricane. So to inbound will be Gilbert. They're still working against that pressure.
Yep,
and it is stolen
turnover.
away by Grady.
Oh, my.
I think that Zach Skinner might have had a hand on that.
Yeah, this full court or three-quarter court press that Ridgeline's got in a couple times has been giving Hurricane fits early in this ball game as they built a 19-9 lead.
Zach Skinner inbounds just right on the mid-post to Sorensen, and he easily turns over his left shoulder and scores it.
That's a great move. He pushes him into the middle of the key and then spins over the left shoulder and gets an easy bucket to fall.
21-9, bad pass, another cross-court bad pass. Carson Cox picks it off, goes to Jenks. He goes up and misses the layup. Rebound by Sorensen. They're going to call a foul on the offensive board.
Yeah, push on Sorensen. But that one, Jenks, you'd like to see him convert that. But this press, that's exactly the pass they want. It's something that hangs in the air and goes across the court. And Carson Cox does great anticipation there to intercept that. And no points out of that turnover, but this defense of Ridgeline's making it tough on Hurricane.
Yep, it is. Hurricane still in the backcourt, then gets to Nephi in the center and to Gilbert on the right side. Back up top to Wright, trying to work into this defense and can't. So he goes up top to Nephi and he makes a pass that goes off the outstretched hand of Jackman and out of bounds.
Dave, I got 9 points for Hurricane and 7 turnovers already in this ball game. 7 in the first quarter. We're not even all the way through the first quarter. There's still 2 minutes, and Ridgeline's up 21-9. So as we kind of talked pregame, you did mention maybe they're not getting shots up even, and it looks like turnovers has probably been a little bit of a problem for the Tigers over the season.
I'm wondering. 2 minutes remaining in the first quarter, 21-9, Ridgeline in the lead. Jagger Frankham raises for three, no good. Rebound, tapped by Creighton to Carson, and he scores it.
Creighton, I tell you what, he's done a great job on a couple of possessions already, crashing the offensive board, and Carson Cox, the benefactor of that hustle, gets the easy bucket.
Straight up now is Ashby. He's almost at half court. Looks left and goes left on the pass to Gilbert. Tries to use the screen from Nephi, and stolen by Carson Cox. Gives it off to Jenks. He's down the right sideline, goes between his legs, picks it up, and gets a back cutter as Cox. Free throw line, layup. Good. Oh. That rolled everywhere around that rim and finally fell down.
25-9 lead here for Ridgeline as Creighton Jenks finds the cutting Carson Cox. He gets down the middle of the lane and finishes with his left hand. But,
25-9, a minute
25
18.
points in the first, not even all the way through the first quarter.
Carson has 10 by himself.
Wow.
We'll be right back in just a moment.
Your Cache and Box Elder County McDonald's take pride in being part of our community. Your local McDonald's is hiring with flexible hours, tuition reimbursement, and great pay. Start your career today. Apply at careers.mcdonalds.com. McDonald's is an equal opportunity employer committed to a diverse and inclusive workforce.
Are you looking for a rewarding career? Advanced Integrated Systems in Tremonton is looking for passionate technicians to join the team. Work with your hands daily to create custom next-level smart home experiences for each client. To learn more about our career paths and rewarding benefits, visit AISAV.com.
Nachos, pizza, chips, drinks, whatever. It's all $1 in the concessions. Actually, the drinks and the candy bars.
Welcome back to Ridgeline High School. The Riverhawks all over Hurricane right now, 25-9. Still in the first quarter with a minute 18 remaining.
Hurricane's been at 9 points for about 3 minutes, it feels like, Dave.
It does. It's been a while. They're just having a hard time with this
breaking
pressure.
This press. Oh,
and again, Carson couldn't grab it, but it was deflected. Nephi take a couple big steps, can't get it to go. Rebound grabbed by Cox. Carson gives off to Skinner. Zach pushes down the right sideline, kicks it outside to Blotter. 3 ball on the way by Cam. In and out, no good. Rebound grabbed by Jackman, Caleb Jackman. And the bad bounce pass through the paint is no good. Picked off by Skinner. Yeah, just errant passes. How many turnovers do you have with
8
in the first quarter? That's not going to get it done.
Almost as many turnovers as points.
Inside to Jagger Frankham. Jagger spins over his left hand. Jump hook, no good. Rebound grabbed by Nephi. He gives off to Ashby. 30 seconds to play here in the first. Waiting. Gets a man at the free throw line. Right jump shot there. No good. Rebound grabbed by Jackman. Puts it on the floor. Shouldn't have net, but it's hit to one of his teammates. And then passes down low. Can't get it to go. That was by Wright. His shot might have been partially blocked by Carson Cox. Zach Skinner grabs it. He gives it to Cam Blotter. Passes back to Zach. 3 ball on the way by Skinner. No good. Rebound is grabbed by Wright, but the time had expired. He couldn't get a shot off at the end of the quarter. So Ridgeline is taking a 25-9 lead into the second quarter. We'll be right back.
Are you looking for a rewarding career? Advanced Integrated Systems in Tremonton is looking for passionate technicians to join the team. Work with your hands daily to create custom next-level smart home experiences for each client. To learn more about our career paths and rewarding benefits, visit AISAV.com.
Every day's a fiesta at El Salvador Los Primos Restaurant. All the excitement that you'd expect from the best Mexican Salvadorian cuisine. Try their authentic pupusas, street tacos, and more. Visit now and get the student special. Buy 1 burrito, get 1 for free. View their entire menu online at ElSalvadorLosPrimos.com.
Now is the time to head over to Cache Valley Auto Care, because when your car isn't working right, you just need someone who can help make your life a little easier. Cache Valley Auto Care, behind Home Depot on 200 East, 1175 North.
What you doing with the camera over there, bud? Oh, you ain't even got your headset on. Well, we're back. This isn't my job. I'm just filling in for Dave at this point. I don't know what he's doing with our camera. 25-9 for Ridgeline as they've jumped all over these Tigers with some stifling defense. Caused 8 turnovers to start this ball game, and Hurricane's going to start this second quarter with the ball.
We have some listeners and viewers saying that our broadcast is coming through kind of blurry and choppy.
Huh. Looks good on my side.
We appreciate the feedback. We've done everything we can. Usually in that case, it has to do with internet connections.
Yeah, Cricket Wireless.
Yeah.
Oh.
Jump shot from three-point range is no good. That one by Ashby is grabbed by Ridgeline. Cam Blotter tries to push it down to Sorensen, and his pass is picked off. And Zach Skinner is going to get a foul in the backcourt, trying to create a little opportunity there with the steal. Inbounds for Owen Iloa.
Kind of an unusual personnel group. Not very often you see Grady Workman and Carson Cox on the bench at the same time.
Yep, you got jump shot from the free throw line area is good. That one taken and made by R.J. Hurst.
There's some good offense by Hurricane.
25-11. Sorensen kicks outside to Skinner. Now the elbow for Jagger is no good. Rebound grabbed by Hurricane. Hurst into the front court. Picks up his dribble, goes left side to Jackman, goes up, and he traveled. He wanted to dunk it, but he traveled first. He would have had a dunk, too, if he just would have put it on the floor once.
Another turnover for Hurricane. That's 9 in the ball game. 9 turnovers and 11 points.
Just a little three-quarter court man defense put on by Hurricane, so Ridgeline clears everybody out. Ridgeline's trying to set something. 5-second count. Coach Day is yelling at the ref. I don't know if he was trying to get a timeout or what, but Ridgeline was trying to set a play there.
Yeah, Cam's got to have a little bit better mental clock in his head to where he just gets going and gets out of that spot.
Creates
and
the separation enough.
Avoids that 5-second call.
Nephi is fouled by Creighton Jenks. So that's Creighton's first. 3 team fouls on Ridgeline, 4 on Hurricane.
A little bit of a slower start here to start this minute and a half of the second quarter for Ridgeline's offense.
Yeah, it sure is. Tebbs comes back outside to Hurst. They swing it to Jackman, and now left side to Ashby. Ashby will bring it out with the dribble and then come straight away back to Nephi. He's dribbling left, a dribble handoff. Gives it to Tebbs. Then goes back on the pass to three-point range to Nephi, and he's fouled down by Luke Sorensen.
Yeah, I think if you're Luke, instead of going for that shot fake, I just think that's probably one you're going to just, if Nephi wants to hit that, I don't know if he's got that kind of range. I'd make him prove it to me first.
Yeah, see if he can knock that down.
But he gets up in the air, and then that's kind of what draws the blocking call on the dribble drives.
Hurricane inbounding. That's Ashby. Gets it inside. Oh, Jackman had an easy one, and he just couldn't make it. But he's getting a couple free throws out of this one. He's fouled by Creighton Jenks.
Yeah, I don't know how they're getting caught on those switches, but you'd think Jagger would be matched up on Jackman.
Yeah.
But at Creighton, Jenks gets caught in a switch, and he's the one that draws the foul and puts Jackman on the line.
They have both those young men listed as 6'9", but standing next to each other, I got Jackman taller.
I agree. He looks more like 6'10" if Jagger's 6'9". Jagger's got a little poofy hair kind of up in the front, too, so if they're counting that, maybe they're both.
You count it all.
You count all of it?
Yeah, I count all of it. Both free throws for Caleb Jackman are good. So he's got 4 in the game. 25-13. Diego Vasquez now will check in for Creighton.
Here comes a little press by Hurricane again. I don't know. It looks like a man press variety. Oh, yeah, maybe a little bit of zone here. Yeah,
I still think it's
press.
Man.
Do you? Okay,
yep.
He's on the ball.
Yeah, he's on Grady. Yeah, they just got to clear that out. Grady brings it into the front court. Goes right side to Blotter. Curl cutter is Cox can't get him, so goes left side back to Workman. Can't get it into Jackman. Up top to Carson Cox. Jump shot from the free throw line area. No good. Rebound tipped up by Nephi. He grabs it after it came back down off the rim. Down court to Hurst. Back up top to Ashby. Skip past left side Ashby. Give it to Tebbs. Now back to Ashby. Straight away Jackman. He's beyond three-point range, and a moving screen's going to be called, it looks like, on
Ashby.
Ashby, yep. His second personal foul.
When you're 5'6", sometimes you just got to
fight through him.
Well, yeah, that one he was fighting with Grady Workman, it looked like, on the pick.
Cam Blotter crosses over against Tebbs and goes right.
Ooh.
Takes a bit of a bump and then forces a pass inside. It's picked off. Hurricane headed the other direction. Nephi in the lane, lots of contact, nothing called. And offensive rebound is grabbed by Hurricane. Now down low to Nephi, goes up in front of Workman and scores it.
Yeah, he's a big body. He gets the ball down close to the basket, and Coach Day's not happy with his defense right now, but Nephi gets it down underneath in the paint. He looks like he can score.
Hey, Nick, you remember what Ridgeline was at the end of the first quarter?
I think 25. They haven't
sure
scored
were.
in almost 4 minutes. Well, 3 minutes of basketball, 3 minutes and 9 seconds. They've only scored 0 points.
That is definitely not our Great Basin Graphics made you look play in that first 3 minutes. Go Google Great Basin Graphics for screen printing and embroidery. And then we'll keep watching for our Made You Look play of the game. We're also going to watch for our McDonald's player of the game. Visit your local McDonald's for pickup and drive-through. And the Logo Shop sponsors our uniform check-its. They're committed to schools, teams, and youth groups at the Logo Shop. They can logo anything. Anything.
Anything. I had a pouch on a baseball backpack.
Yep.
You know, like a baseball bag that carries your bats and gloves and everything. They put a Wolverine's head and a number on there. It looks awesome.
Yeah. They do
Jason,
good work down there.
Go see Jason
Yeah,
down at the Logo Shop.
25-15. Ridgeline in the lead. Been a very stagnant second quarter for the Riverhawks. Right side, Grady Workman goes in the short corner to Cox. Skips it outside to Blotter. Down low to Carson. Scores it.
That's good offense and good patience getting the shot you want. Nice pass by Cam Blotter to the short corner. Finds Carson Cox for the easy layup and the first points of this second quarter for Ridgeline.
27-15. John kick outside to Gubler. Doesn't take the shot. Gets it down low to Jackman. Left-handed jump hook is good.
That's a beautiful move over his right shoulder. Spins with the left hook and gets it over Frankham.
Yep. Workman misses his own layup but got his rebound. Picks it up outside. Goes to Diego Vasquez. Now in the corner to Carson Cox. Outside to Blotter. 3:52 remaining in the second quarter. 27-17.
Hurricane on an 8-2 run, right, to open this quarter?
It was 25-9.
Yep.
So if you're the numbers guy.
8-2.
Kick outside to Carson Cox. Three-point shot is short. Rebound, Cam Blotter.
That's a foul.
Just chased it down.
2 Hurricane kids on the ground there. Not able to take advantage of it. Ridgeline.
Carson again in the corner. Doesn't take that three. Gives it back to Diego. And now between the circles, left side to Blotter. Nobody on this left side. And he is hit. He just gave a little head fake and got guys jumping.
Yeah.
And that foul's going to go on Tyler Jackman.
No, that was 24,
sorry,
wasn't it?
Hey, 24 on Ridgeline is Tyler Jackman.
Oh.
And there's a Jackman on Hurricane.
That was on R.J. Hurst.
That's his second personal.
He's actually checked out of the ballgame.
Inbounds it to Carson Cox. Back to Cam in the corner. Now back up top to Carson. Further right side to Grady. He drives hard.
Wow.
It takes a little bit of bump, and he still goes up and scores it.
Yeah, he gets by right and then gets into the chest of Jackman and is able to finish with his right hand. And beautiful move by Grady Workman.
Between the circles is Jackman. R.J. Wright gets down into the mid-post area. Now back up top. Running floater is good by Gubler. To everybody texting me about the video, I don't know what to tell you. I'm sorry. We're just going to have to keep going for now, and then at the half we'll ask somebody if they can check it for us. Rebound on the missed layup by Workman by Nephi is headed the other direction. His shot's blocked, and then trying to go up is Caleb Jackman, and he just loses it and goes out of bounds.
For the Tigers on that last basket. Into the ball game, Zach Skinner.
Zach Skinner comes back in. Grady Workman comes out with 2:24 remaining in the second quarter. 29-19, still a 10-point lead for Ridgeline. Diego brings it into the front court and hands it off to Cam Blotter. Cam crosses over, gets into the free throw line area, goes up. His shot is swatted out of there by Caleb Jackman. And then chased down into the corner by Jackman. And he gives it off to Wright. R.J. Wright. Excuse me, that's not R.J. Wright. That's Gubler. He goes right side to RJ Wright. Driving baseline is Nephi. His shot's blocked from behind, grabbed by Skinner. That was blocked by Carson Cox, I believe. Outlet down to Diego. Now in the corner to Cox. 3-ball on the way by Carson. No good. Rebound, Diego. But he tries to throw it off the feet of a Hurricane player, and it goes right to RJ Wright. He alley-oops it to Jackman, and he couldn't throw it down, but that was perfectly done. Carson, couple big steps, just loses the handle. He wanted to Euro around, and there's definitely contact.
Yeah, on that previous play, Carson Cox in the corner on that three-point jumper. I'd have loved a little jump shot fake and then a pass down to Jagger Frankham as he was wide open under the basket with no one around him. We took a three-pointer where we could have had an easy two-point bucket.
Nephi spins in the lane, doesn't step through, and kicks it outside. They're working around the perimeter to Gubler. Now back to Nephi. Nephi spins off glass, no good. Rebound, Diego gives it off to Zach Skinner, and now he's pushing. Nobody's running with him. Kicks it back out to Cam Blotter. Cam picks up his dribble, goes right side to Skinner. He's tripped up for a minute, gets it down low to Jagger. He's just too much to handle.
Yeah, too much size down low against Jackman as he gets a little physical, gets a shoulder into the belly, and he clears space enough for him to make a easy layup for the Ridgeline Riverhawks.
That's only the first bucket for Jagger. He's got 2 on the game. Carson
first
Cox,
in the quarter.
Carson Cox is going to get called for his first personal foul.
Does Jagger have 4 in the game, you say?
2 in the game total.
2 points?
2 points.
Oh, that's his first bucket.
First bucket of the game.
I thought you meant it was his second field goal.
Nope, 2 points.
Yeah, there's been opportunities that looks like to get the ball down into the post, and Ridgeline's just not taking them.
Gubler on the outside uses a screen from Nephi and then gives it back to him.
Lots of travel.
And as he's trying to spin, he travels and falls. And they're going to give it back to Ridgeline. That's another turnover against Hurricane. Well into double-digit turnovers now, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
You trying to figure out our video quality?
Yes, I am.
It's knocked out of bounds by Mason Gilbert as Diego Vasquez was chasing down the sideline. Diego will inbound into the backcourt to Cam Blotter. Cam gets past his man, floats a little long, gets his own rebound, kicks it into the corner to Diego. 3-ball on the way by Diego's no good. At the buzzer. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half.
Only 6 points out of Ridgeline in that quarter, Dave, and looks like Hurricane outscores them 10-6 in the second quarter. Some bad offense there by Ridgeline as they started out hot. They sure cooled off in the second.
They sure did. Ridgeline, I'm sure we'll have a conversation about that at half, and I'll tally these statistics for you, and we'll be back to share them with you in just a moment.
What do they do at the Logo Shop? Custom design t-shirts, hats, and jackets with your company logo. Or put your logo on pens, drinkware, golf balls, travel accessories, outdoor gear, anything. Give them a call. Check out the possibilities.
Logo Stop, the Logo Shop.
If you want a natural stone look on your home without the expense, think Coldwater Stone in Tremonton or Castolite in Logan and see how they take some of the most beautiful resources the earth has to offer, then shapes and blends them to create your dream home. Online at coldwaterstone.com.
DD Auto and Salvage is going to pay you the most for junk vehicles. Get rid of your junk vehicles today. Pickup is available. DD Auto and Salvage in Logan. Call 787-1204. That's 787-1204 today. See store for details.
Great Basin Graphics has quality screen printing, detailed embroidery, and award-winning graphic designers. The right look, the right design, the perfect fit. Get noticed with GBG. Get your order in today for spring products. Google Great Basin Graphics for screen printing and embroidery. 966 West 400 North in Logan.
Here's today's hot and perfect tip.
Don't follow extreme routines. Do your own thing at Planet Fitness. Join now for just $10 a month and cancel anytime.
RPMs raise your BPMs. Then get up and go. Go turn some heads. Go turn a wrench. Napa has America's largest network of parts and care, here to keep you firing on all cylinders.
A beautiful career in the beauty industry. New Horizons Beauty College is happy to be helping you take a step forward in a new career and your new look. New Horizons Beauty College, moving forward with beauty. Now accepting new clients. Call 435-753-9779.
Adams Wealth Advisory is a financial planning firm that is combined with an investment firm to provide the best possible outcomes for our clients.
I always believe if you're intentional with your financial plan, things are going to work out really well for you.
Visit AdamsWealthAdvisors.com or call 752-1702 to schedule a time with an advisor today. Your Cache and Box Elder County McDonald's take pride in being part of our community. Your local McDonald's is hiring with flexible hours, tuition reimbursement, and great pay. Start your career today. Apply at careers.mcdonalds.com. McDonald's is an equal opportunity employer committed to a diverse and inclusive workforce.
Are you looking for a rewarding career? Advanced Integrated Systems in Tremonton is looking for passionate technicians to join the team. Work with your hands daily to create custom next-level smart home experiences for each client. To learn more about our career paths and rewarding benefits, visit AISAV.com.
Every day's a fiesta at El Salvador Los Primos Restaurant. All the excitement that you'd expect from the best Mexican Salvadorian cuisine. Try their authentic pupusas, street tacos, and more. Visit now and get the student special. Buy one burrito, get one for free. View their entire menu online at ElSalvadorLosPrimos.com.
Now is the time to head over to Cache Valley Auto Care, because when your car isn't working right, you just need someone who can help make your life a little easier. Cache Valley Auto Care, behind Home Depot on 200 East, 1175 North.
What do they do at the Logo Shop? Custom design t-shirts, hats, and jackets with your company logo. Or put your logo on pens, drinkware, golf balls, travel accessories, outdoor gear, anything. Give them a call. Check out the possibilities.
Logo Stop, the Logo Shop.
If you want a natural stone look on your home without the expense, think Coldwater Stone in Tremonton or Castolite in Logan and see how they take some of the most beautiful resources the earth has to offer, then shapes and blends them to create your dream home. Online at coldwaterstone.com.
DD Auto and Salvage is going to pay you the most for junk vehicles. Get rid of your junk vehicles today. Pickup is available. DD Auto and Salvage in Logan. Call 787-1204. That's 787-1204 today. See store for details.
Great Basin Graphics has quality screen printing, detailed embroidery, and award-winning graphic designers. The right look, the right design, the perfect fit. Get noticed with GBG. Get your order in today for spring products. Google Great Basin Graphics for screen printing and embroidery. 966 West 400 North in Logan.
Here's today's hot and perfect tip.
Don't follow extreme routines. Do your own thing at Planet Fitness. Join now for just $10 a month and cancel anytime.
Oh my gosh. He just did a backflip.
Dude, he's a stocky fella
awesome.
for a backflip.
One of the parents from Hurricane came down and did a little shooting thing against one of the students from Ridgeline. Banks it in and wins it. And then he gives high fives along the front row of the Ridgeline students. And then as he's running across the court, he does a backflip. That's I don't think anybody was expecting that. Our halftime, folks, is sponsored by Planet Fitness. Don't follow extreme things. Do your own thing at Planet Fitness. Join now for $10 a month and cancel anytime. Castolite's also another great sponsor. They have the experts that you need and they help you reduce your DIY stress. So for brick, block, rock, paver, and tile, go where the pros go. And then Napa Auto Parts, you can count on Napa Auto Parts for all the parts you need and the parts you use every day. Locally owned, Preston, Providence, Napa Auto Parts. Here's what I have. We have one player in double figures in the ballgame total, and that's Carson Cox. He's got 12 in the game. Grady Workman has 7. Luke Sorensen's got 6. Cam Blotter's got 4, and Jagger Frankham's got 2. For Hurricane, they are led in scoring by Caleb Jackman. He's got 6 points in the game. Average is 7.5, so he's well on his way to where his average is. So he's got 6 in the game. Callan Hughes has 3. And then they got 5 different players with 2. Nephi Iloa has 2. RJ Wright has 2. Gubler does. RJ Hurst does. And Owen Iloa also has 2. And scoring by quarter, Ridgeline jumped out very quickly on Hurricane 25-9. But the offense just went away in the second quarter, kind of for both teams. Although at least Hurricane stayed similar to what they were doing. They had 10 in the second quarter. But Ridgeline was only able to muster 6 points in that quarter. We're doing all we can to work on our video feed here for the second half for you folks, and we'll keep working on that here for the rest of our time here at halftime. Ridgeline leading 31-19 at the half. We'll be back in a moment.
If RPMs raise your BPMs, then get up and go. Go turn some heads. Go turn a wrench. Napa has America's largest network of parts and care, here to keep you firing on all cylinders.
A beautiful career in the beauty industry. New Horizons Beauty College is happy to be helping you take a step forward in a new career and your new look. New Horizons Beauty College, moving forward with beauty. Now accepting new clients. Call 435-753-9779.
Adams Wealth Advisory is a financial planning firm that is combined with an investment firm to provide the best possible outcomes for our clients.
I always believe if you're intentional with your financial plan, things are going to work out really well for you.
Visit AdamsWealthAdvisors.com or call 752-1702 to schedule a time with an advisor today. Your Cache and Box Elder County McDonald's take pride in being part of our community. Your local McDonald's is hiring with flexible hours, tuition reimbursement, and great pay. Start your career today. Apply at careers.mcdonalds.com. McDonald's is an equal opportunity employer committed to a diverse and inclusive workforce.
Are you looking for a rewarding career? Advanced Integrated Systems in Tremont is looking for passionate technicians to join the team. Work with your hands daily to create custom next-level smart home experiences for each client. To learn more about our career paths and rewarding benefits, visit AISAV.com.
Every day's a fiesta at El Salvador Los Primos Restaurant. All the excitement that you'd expect from the best Mexican Salvadorian cuisine. Try their authentic pupusas, street tacos, and more. Visit now and get the student special. Buy one burrito, get one for free. View their entire menu online at ElSalvadorLosPrimos.com.
Now is the time to head over to Cache Valley Auto Care, because when your car isn't working right, you just need someone who can help make your life a little easier. Cache Valley Auto Care, behind Home Depot on 200 East, 1175 North.
31-19 is our halftime score. Ridgeline in the lead over Hurricane. As everyone probably by now does know, we're in the first round of the state tournament run for the boys here. First round starts for the girls also this evening, but Ridgeline's gals have first round byes. They're the number 1 seed. So their first game will be on Thursday at Utah State at 7:30.
We got that one right, Dave?
Is that the first one they'll let us do on the quarters, or did they say just semis?
I asked quarters, and they said we were planning on doing quarterfinals. So,
okay. So I mean, if they'll let us do it, we're going to do it.
Yeah, that Ridgeline girls basketball team is just on a tear as of late. They destroyed the last half of the region play.
They haven't lost all season long. They're looking really, really good. For Ridgeline's boys, if they can hang on and win this one, they will also play on Thursday at 2:30.
Yeah, 2:30 and 7:30. Is that right?
Yep. Boys at 2:30, girls at 7:30.
Yeah, so on Thursday, the boys' session will be in the morning, and the girls' session will be in the later in the afternoon and evening. And then on Friday, they'll switch, and the girls will play their semifinal games in the morning, and the boys will play their semifinal games in the later afternoon hours. So it should be fun. You could go up to Spectrum and just sit there all day and watch basketball,
Yeah,
Dave.
that's always fun. 7:30 for the gals on Thursday, and if they win on Friday, they'll play at 2:30.
And that's probably the last game of the session for the girls.
For the gals.
Yep.
Ridgeline with the ball to start the half. Screen comes, and Carson Cox is wide open for three. Rebound is grabbed by Wright.
They got the look they wanted on that set play for Carson Cox, just unable to knock down the jumper.
Jackman picks up his dribble and hands off to Ashby. He'll give off to R.J. Wright. Three ball is no good for R.J. Wright. Rebound grabbed by Workman. Hands it off to Cam Blotter. He comes down the left sideline. Gets a high screen from Jagger. Well, didn't quite get the screen. And Jagger gets it back. Three ball on the way for him is no good. Rebound up and over.
2 possessions in a row come up empty for Ridgeline as both of them 3-point shots, one by Jagger Frank and one by Carson Cox. No points yet here in this third quarter for Ridgeline.
31-19.
Oh, that's
bad
an
pass.
interception.
That's going to be picked by Carson Cox. Actually coming over top of him to try to not allow that to happen was R.J. Wright, so he's going to get his first personal foul of the game.
Yeah, this press that Ridgeline's been able to put on the Tigers has really caused some errant passes and a lot of turnovers, as they are well over 10 turnovers in this ball game.
Yeah, I think you lost track probably halfway through that second quarter. I would guess they're closer to 12 or 13 now.
Probably so.
Workman kicks it back outside to Cox, and then he'll reset with Cam Blotter straight away.
There he is.
Trying to get it down. Nope, skip pass into the corner to Luke Sorensen. His three-point shot is no good. Rebound's a long one and grabbed by Cam Blotter. Gives off to Workman, gets into the lane. Jump shot no good. Rebound out of bounds off of Ridgeline.
Yeah, so 3 3-point attempts all come up empty for Ridgeline, and then the missed jumper by Grady Workman. 0 for 4 to open up this second half.
Hurricane in the backcourt, working it against some kind of soft three-quarter court defense on the trap there. Ashby gives to Jackman. He's three-point range straight away. Gives right back on the right side to Ashby. Doesn't look at the rim at all.
Still hasn't.
Picks up his dribble. Goes down low to Jackman. He loses the handle, and he tries to save it on the end line, and he's out of bounds.
It's going to get Zach Skinner up off the bench, checking in here for Carson Cox.
Carson's going to stop at Coach Day and have a conversation. Cam Blotter will jog across half court. He's picked up there by Ashby. Goes right by him. Lobs it up to Jagger. Jagger uses that big frame to get on the left side, and he scores it.
It's a nice little hesitation by Frankham as the lob pass from Cam Blotter kind of floated in the air way too long, and he takes a couple dribbles and is able to get an easy layup under the basket.
33-19 now. Down low to Wright, and he's fouled going up.
R.J. Wright.
R.J. Wright's going to get free throws. Foul's going to go. Did you see who they gave it to?
That was on Sorensen.
Okay. That's 3 then on Luke.
Yeah, so a little bit of foul trouble for Ridgeline. They have a 12-point cushion, but, man, you'd like to see him play a little bit sharper offensively.
R.J. Wright misses the first free throw. Coming out is Luke Sorensen with his 3 fouls, and coming back in is Carson Cox. Second free throw for Wright is also no good. Rebound tap by Cox to Jagger. And Frankham gives it off to Skinner. Dribble handoff to Blotter. Swing it around the perimeter. Nice drop pass down by Workman to Cox, and he scores it.
That's a beautiful play by Grady Workman. Off the dribble, gets past his defender, draws the help defense, and then the nice little bounce pass to Carson Cox.
Ooh, dangerous pass to Nephi. Does get there. And now right side to Gilbert. 3-point shot on the way by Nephi is in and out, no good. Rebound grab by Blotter. Cam rushing into the front court. Tries to get it away to Carson, but he's fouled first. And that foul's going to go on Nephi Iloa. Just his first personal foul. And Cam Blotter will inbound underneath his own basket. 35-19 if you're just joining us. Ridgeline in the lead. 5:06 remaining in the third quarter. Inbounds comes to Carson Cox. He goes back outside to Skinner. Zach drives hard, and he's fouled. Could have been on either Nephi or Wright. And they're going to give it to R.J. Wright. So his second personal foul. Third team foul on Hurricane.
At the free throw line.
I just got an update from KSL Weather.
Oh, yeah.
Heavy snow moving in, dangerous roads.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, really?
Good to know.
Thanks. That was about 3 hours late.
Let's see. That free throw missed by Skinner. Zach hasn't scored yet.
And R.J. Hurst for the Tigers.
Who is leading Ridgeline in scoring? Carson?
Carson's got 14.
14.
Second free throw coming up for Skinner is no good.
No good.
Both of them rolls off. 35-19. R.J. Wright drives right past Jagger and scores it.
No resistance at all.
Nobody resisting that. Easy 2 points for R.J. Wright. 35-21. Skinner goes left side to Cox. Down low to Jagger. He's just too much down there. The only thing that Jackman could do is use that length, but Jagger clears a lot of space, and that foul's going to go on Caleb Jackman. Just his first personal. 4:37 remaining in the third quarter. Ridgeline 35, Hurricane 21. Make it 36 with Jagger's first free throw. One more coming. One more. They finally give him the basketball. 4:37 remaining. Both free throws are made by Jagger. 37-21. Ridgeline in the lead. Still a little bit of pressure. That 1-2-1-1 press. Long pass, almost picked by Cam Blotter. Not quite there. Hurricane keeps control in the front court. Ashby straight away. He's way out there between the circles. I don't even know if I've noticed him look at the rim. Nice drive baseline by Wright. Can't get it to go. Rebound put up and not in by Hurst. Wright gets it back, tries to create some space, can't do it, or can't make the shot. Rebound grab by Skinner. Quickly the other direction by Blotter. What a pass to Workman.
Yeah, good transition. This is what was working in the first quarter, was getting out into transition and getting some easy buckets. Cam Blotter finds the streaking Grady Workman for an easy layup. Not an easy, a contested layup. Grady did a good job finishing that at the rim.
A foul? Was that a foul call just
on
now?
Cam, yeah.
Cam Blotter?
Yep, I think that's his third, isn't it?
Cam, I only have him with one.
Really? Or two now?
No,
that's
one.
His first foul?
That was his first.
Oh, okay. That was way off.
Straight away is Ashby, now left side right. Holding high, straight up top again is Jackman. Goes right side to Ashby. Trying to trap him, and he scampers out of there. So left side down to Wright as he tries to enter the pass down low to Hughes. It's knocked out of bounds by Creighton Jenks.
We got an extremely loud Hurricane fan right over here to our left, don't we? I
two.
can't tell who it is.
We got a couple of them. They brought their faithful. That's great.
Yes, they did. Oh, that's deep.
Hurst raises for three, and
wow.
he got it.
That's his
Where's
second one of the ball game.
No, it's his first three.
I thought he knocked one down in the corner earlier.
Nope.
Must not have been a three-point variety. That's his, fifth point?
Hughes did in the corner, but that's the first one that time.
Oh, that's right.
On a nice drive by Workman the other direction.
On the dribble drive.
So, yeah, R.J. Hurst has 5 points on the three and an earlier two. R.J. Wright, got a couple RJs on this team. As they go high post area to Hughes, turns and scores it.
Little jump hook shot over the left shoulder, gets up over Carson Cox and is able to get that one to fall.
41-26.
Jackman.
Jenks tried to enter it down to Jagger, and Jackman came around and just grabbed it. R.J. Wright gives it down to Jackman, goes in and he's fouled, I should say, by Jagger Frankham. I only have Jagger with his first foul right there.
I mean, credit that 25-8 first quarter. Had you not had that, I mean, you still have a 15-point lead, Dave, and it just doesn't feel like you're playing that great offensively. It doesn't feel like you're playing good enough offensively to have a 15-point lead, but here they are with a 15-point advantage. 41-26 with 2.5 in this third. As Ridgeline's only scored, where were they at half?
They were 31 at half.
Oh, so they've scored 10.
But
man, that 25-point first quarter really has settled way down offensively for Ridgeline. That's short, too.
Yep, they missed both of them.
Yep.
So Jackman Caleb misses both of them. 41-26, 2:22 remaining in the third. Yeah, it's kind of been a snoozer after that first quarter. That first quarter action was packed. Jenks goes right side to Cox. Jab step, gets in the lane, floater, no good. Rebound up and no good. And grabbed by Hughes. He'll give it off to Ashby. Ashby kind of backing into the corner and now tries to shake Workman. Gives it off to Wright. Down low to Jackman. Goes up and can't get it to go. Rebound was knocked out of bounds off of Jackman. Carson Cox was the one there to kind of deflect the original shot. Cam Bonner will come back in and Grady Workman comes out. Minute 46 remaining in the third. Cam races past his defender, now gives it off to Creighton. Creighton goes up, takes a little contact, can't get it to go. Rebound, put back, not good by Sorensen, but he's fouled. And that foul's gonna go on number 3, Ashby. So Carter Ashby, I have him with 3 personal fouls.
That's just a good attack by Creighton Jenks. He gets slashing to the basket off the dribble drive. Unable to convert, but Luke Sorensen, his buddy there, to grab the offensive rebound.
First of all, if Creighton doesn't run the floor, he doesn't get that opportunity, but Cam Blotter just racing past everybody. You just can't keep up with him. And so you got to credit Cam a little bit, too, for being able to get down court like that, and Creighton running the floor to get the opportunity to make that bucket. Both free throws made by Luke. He's 4 for 4 from the stripe. Got 8 points picked off by Cam Blotter. Euro step in the lane, can't get his shot, but he does get his own rebound and gives it right back to Luke Sorensen, and he scores it.
Good defense leading to easy offense as Cam Blotter, right in the middle of the court, about half court, picks off a pass attempt by the Hurricane Tigers, and then he gets a little missed jump shot. But again, Luke Sorensen just on those offensive rebounds. Yep. He is a monster down there.
He is. Ridgeline leading by 19. El Salvador, real quick, Nick, I'm going to go El Salvador, Los Primos, try their authentic pupusas, street tacos, and more. Get the student special, buy one burrito, get one free. We'll be right back.
What do they do at the Logo Shop? Custom design t-shirts, hats, and jackets with your company logo. Or put your logo on pens, drinkware, golf balls, travel accessories, outdoor gear, anything. Give them a call. Check out the possibilities.
Logo Stop, the Logo Shop.
If you want a natural stone look on your home without the expense, think Coldwater Stone in Tremonton or Castolite in Logan and see how they take some of the most beautiful resources the earth has to offer, then shapes and blends them to create your dream home. Online at coldwaterstone.com.
DD Auto and Salvage is going to pay you the most for junk vehicles. Get rid of your junk vehicles today. Pickup is available. DD Auto and Salvage in Logan. Call 787-1204. That's 787-1204 today. See store for details.
1:24 remaining in the third. A long pass picked off by Luke Sorensen. He gets into the elbow area, kicks it outside to Jenks. Extra pass to Carson Cox. His three-point shot is good.
Another turnover leads to more points for Ridgeline as Carson Cox knocks down the three-pointer.
Nephi makes a nice pass down low to Hughes, but his shot's blocked. Did it go in?
Yeah, it went right in the basket after it was blocked by Carson Cox.
Yeah, Carson had a whole hand on it. I looked down thinking it was for sure coming off of there, and it wasn't. A good extra pass this time by Zach Skinner to Creighton Jenks. Three-point shot was no good, but offensive rebound grabbed by Ridgeline.
Everybody on the bench stands up when Creighton shoots that three ball, hoping another three-point bucket for the Riverhawks.
Sorensen gives off to Skinner. He gets into the lane. Step through. Love it. Good move.
That little fake over his right shoulder, and he turns back over his left with a nice spin move and the underhand scoop for the layup. And the 22-point lead for Ridgeline.
Your 25-point spread is
looking better and
pretty
better,
good, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, the defense from Ridgeline just causing all sorts of havoc on this Hurricane ball handling and passing, and it's that full court press, Dave, or three-quarter court zone press has created probably 5-6 turnovers alone.
20 seconds remaining in the quarter. Shot clock is off. Ashby right side. Guarded by Blotter. 11 seconds. Picks up his dribble into the corner to Nephi. There's nothing there. It's guarded by Sorensen. He brings it all the way out with the dribble. Now gives it into the corner. Three-point shot is an air ball. No good. Rebound.
Oh.
They're going to call a travel on Cam before he was able to get a shot off as he was trying to launch a three-quarter court shot. And that's just going to bring us to the end of the quarter. Ridgeline leading 50-28. We'll be back for the fourth in just a moment.
Great Basin Graphics has quality screen printing, detailed embroidery, and award-winning graphic designers. The right look, the right design, the perfect fit. Get noticed with GBG. Get your order in today for spring products. Google Great Basin Graphics for screen printing and embroidery. 966 West 400 North in Logan.
Here's today's hot and perfect tip.
Don't follow extreme routines. Do your own thing at Planet Fitness. Join now for just $10 a month and cancel anytime.
RPMs raise your BPMs. Then get up and go. Go turn some heads. Go turn a wrench. Napa has America's largest network of parts and care, here to keep you firing on all cylinders.
Thank you. While we come back in, I want to remind you that for just regular car maintenance like oil changes and tire rotation to even cars that won't start at all, check out Cache Valley Auto Care. We all want someone we can trust to work on our vehicle. They're located behind Home Depot at 1175 North 200 East in Logan. All right, starting the fourth quarter here. Possession is with Hurricane. Left side to Gilbert. Gilbert trying to get it down low to Jackman, and they do, and Cam Blotter came down to dig on that and is going to get called for a foul.
Is this zone defense? Ridgeline's got themselves in that possession, Dave?
That looked like it,
I just saw 4 people right there packed in the key, so I figured it was some kind of a zone look. What do we got here?
Coach wants to call a timeout 14 seconds into the quarter.
They have Jackman at the line. He is not happy with the defense being played out there for Ridgeline.
Yeah, especially when you call a timeout 14 seconds in after you've just had an entire quarter break. Definitely something he's not happy about. You keep an eye on that. I'll remind our listeners that the gold medal winner for Best of Northern Utah in home entertainment and security is Advanced Integrated Systems. They're your HTA certified home technology dealer. Find out more about Advanced Integrated Systems at aisav.com. And as Coach continues to let his team have it, D&D Auto and Salvage are going to pay you the most for your junk vehicles. Get rid of your junk vehicles today. Pickup is available, and no job is too big for Dan and the boys to handle. Call 787-1204 at D&D Auto Salvage.
Sometimes these games can be a little bit frustrating as a coach, Dave, because you feel like you just want your kids to go out there and play their game. Play their style of basketball, and when I'm not going to say anything. I'm not trying to is the word
disparage
or besmirch?
Besmirch.
Besmirch.
Besmirch the good name of
I'm not
anybody
trying
out
to
there.
besmirch Hurricane. But when maybe you feel like your kids are playing down to the level of the competition and it's not their style of basketball that you're seeing out there on the court, it can be very, very frustrating, whether it's effort, execution, whatever it is. That can be frustrating as a coach to see your kids play that way.
Jackman makes 1 of 2, 50-29.
Besmirch. I think that's a new word.
You made up besmirch. Outside, Carson Cox skip pass to Zach Skinner, gets into the lane, a little floater. I love it. Went for him.
Yeah,
he did an underhand floater. That was the Iceman George Gervin.
Yeah, that was a beautiful move by Zach Skinner on the underhand scoop layup over the front of the rim and in.
Almost an old school finger roll.
Oh, a little confusion here by the Hurricane offense.
Nephi puts it on the floor, and Zach just takes it from him. Skinner gives it off to Cam Blotter. He gives it back to Cox, and he goes up and is fouled. So he's getting free throws.
Whistle on the play. Carson will shoot free throws.
So Carson Cox is going to get a couple of free checks out of this one. Or they're passing crumble cookies around up here.
Where?
Right to your right.
Huh?
What?
Those are... I'll take one.
Somebody's birthday.
Oh, they're the little ones, too. They're my favorite. Just bite-size.
I shouldn't have said it. Your headphones are going to be off in 2 seconds, and you're going to be in the crowd. You're going to body surf for those things.
I'm just going to dive over there.
Karst misses
how many
first.
hands have been in that box, though, you know?
Not enough. It's fine. It's fine.
I'm out.
You already said you take your vitamins.
No, yeah, I'm good, though.
You take your vitamins.
I'll take
You're
a pass.
just fine.
I'll just drink my water.
That's not nearly as fun. Carson got 1 of 2. 53-29. Ashby into the front court. You're right. Ridgeline in a 2-3 zone. 3-point shot in the corner is on the way, and air ball short. That one was taken by Homer.
Oh.
Bad pass by Cam Blotter, but somehow gets through about 4 sets of hands, and Creighton Jenks grabs it. Kicks it back outside. 3 ball on the way by Crate is no good. Rebound grabbed by Gilberg. He'll give off to Ashby. He's into the front court. Left side Gilberg. Back between the circles to Ashby. Now Gilberg raises from deep. That may be
way
short.
Deep.
Grabbed by Jackman. Holds high. Gives right side to to Gilberg again. He'll float it up. Can't get it to go. Rebound grabbed by Cox. He gives it off to Skinner and then quickly down the sideline to Jenks. Deep into the corner now to Cam Blotter and back outside. 3-point shot other side by Carson Cox is good.
That was deep as well, Dave, as Skinner skips it across the court to Carson Cox, and he knocks down about his 20th point of the ball game.
Yeah, good call. He's got 21.
Wow.
56-29. Nephi, high-low, couldn't grab by Jackman. That should have been a layup.
Yeah, good job by Cox contesting there.
Baseball-style pass down court to Jenks. He can't get it to go. Rebound, put back by Luke Sorensen's good.
That's the second time the outlet pass has found Creighton Jenks. He's been unable to finish with his left hand, but it's been rebounded by Luke Sorensen and the putback bucket to put Ridgeline up 29 in this fourth quarter.
Foul will be called on Zach Skinner. That's Zach's second.
Yeah, the crowd wants Dawson low. They're probably going to get him here in about 3 more minutes, I would imagine, if this lead stays at the 25-plus variety.
Ashby will inbound. Or will get it from the inbounds, and now he's between the circles. They're working around the perimeter. They finally get it into the corner. That's a newly inserted Lance Matthews. Haven't seen him yet. He's got a full-on beard.
Yes, he does.
It's a good-looking beard.
Full.
Yeah,
strong.
full. Nice, strong beard. That's going to need oils. Now, I couldn't have come close to doing something like that in high school.
No.
That would have been awesome.
He looks like a grown man.
All kids want to be able to do that, though. Like, my kids right now would love that.
I mean,
rebound, headed the other direction on the missed 3-point shot. Grady Workman picks up his dribble and hands it off to Vasquez, who's checked back in.
There you go.
Trying to get it down low to Jagger. Couldn't. Stay around the perimeter. Give it off to Jagger. He wants the 3-point shot. That one's no good. Rebound grabbed by Matthews.
Jagger struggled to shoot it from beyond the arc here tonight, as he usually shoots it
pretty
decently well. Yeah.
Deflected pass. Still finds the hands of Ashby. He'll hand it off to Roosh, who we haven't called his name yet either this evening. So Matthews and Roosh in for the first time. Both seniors. Roosh raises for 3.
Knocks it down.
Nice shot by Roosh.
I'd say that was just catch and shoot. Kind of a high pass from Matthews. He's able to control it, knock down the 3-ball, close this gap to 26.
Your 25 points is a really good number.
I know my stuff.
Workman misses the running layup. Rebound grabbed by Owen Iloa. Taking a couple of big steps. And they're going to call foul before
that's
any
on
other
Diego.
contact. Diego's going to get called for his first personal foul.
1-1 for Hurricane.
So Owen
here on out.
Iloa will go to the free throw line. First one it was flat, but it went for him. So Owen picks up his 3rd point of the game. And one more coming. 3:30 remaining in the ball game. Second free throw for Owen Iloa is no good. And Carson Cox skip pass to Diego. Out of Workman. Carson raises for three again. That one's good.
Oh, boy.
Carson's feeling it, I think, a little tonight.
Yeah, he's got 24.
He's got 4 threes in the game.
Yes, sir.
A couple big steps by Iloa are no good on the layup. Carson with the rebound. He tries to pass it down court to Grady Workman. It goes off his fingertips and out of bounds as Ashby was there to contest that pass. 61-33.
Again, number 5, R.J. Wright for the Tigers.
And R.J. Wright will check back in for the Tigers. Owen Iloa will come out. And Ashby will come into the front court with no pressure at all. Still a 2-3 zone by Ridgeline. Tebbs playing catch with Ashby on the perimeter. Ashby into the lane, floats it up, no good. Rebound tipped up and in by Matthews.
Goodness.
And they're going to call foul on Jagger.
Hate to say it, that's not a great call.
I didn't think so either. But it's going to get Matthews his first points of the game, and he's going to get a free throw to come too.
I was talking to old Derek Nyman before the game. He says no trash talking on the officials tonight on the radio, and I said
the only trash talk I gave him was on his opening tip toss. I mean, it was couldn't have been right from the get-go.
It was not a great opening toss. If you were graded on that, that would have been about a D-.
Matthews made the free throw. That didn't get above the guys' heads.
But I told him I can't promise anything, and that call right there on Jagger was
a little bit of a mystery.
Another about a D- on the whole grading scale.
Hey, but if he's only had 2 bad calls all game, he's all right.
Well, I think those are the only 2 he's had.
And one of them wasn't even a call.
it was
the physical prowess.
25-point lead, David.
Whoa.
About 3 minutes to go in the fourth quarter.
Seen some new faces now for Ridgeline. We've got Putnam and Brenchley.
I feel like whoever works setting lines, I feel like I want to apply for that job.
I don't even think you have, just do it underground.
I think I could find that on Indeed.
Probably.
Line setter?
Go on LinkedIn and put it as part of your
gambling line setter?
Yeah.
Okay.
Buck Miller's also in the game. Diego misses his second free throw. So he's going to go ahead and stay right at his average of 1. And outside is Nephi Iloa, and he's going to be fouled by
Diego.
He's
got his arms up like I didn't even touch him.
Diego's got 2 fouls now. 2:43 remaining in the ball game. 62-36. And free throws coming for Iloa.
This might go down as this might go down as Sports Center as a bad beat if we have some action here on the.
We might. We very well might. Brenchley right side. 2:30 remaining in the game. Putnam goes right side to Buck Miller. Now up top to Diego.
Oh boy!
His pass is deflected but grabbed, and then they stole it from Preston Brenchley and headed the other direction.
Oh,
he wanted to dunk it, but Nephi Iloa's leg went out on him, so he still got his layup. That almost looked scary.
Yeah, it did. A little awkward, huh?
Yeah. Blow a knee, doing something weird. Buck Miller on the outside. Picks up his dribble and then turns it over as they're going to head the other direction as R.J. Wright goes up and misses the layup, but Preston Brench is going to get a foul called on him.
The second unit's doing no favors to my point spread here.
Nope, they're not. A couple turnovers and a couple possessions there. We got free throws coming for Wright.
A game like this, I mean, is there more bad that comes out of it than good? You know,
there shouldn't be, but it feels a little that way right now.
It doesn't feel like we've played very good.
No, you want to kind of get going.
Yeah,
and it doesn't feel like there's much rhythm going on.
But maybe it's, better to get this one out of your system now against Hurricane than it would be to, against Layton Christian. You got a lot of things that you can. I don't think the things you got to fix are very big things, right? It's a little bit of execution. I think it's a little bit of effort and execution also defensively. Defensively, they didn't play great, and then offensively, they just disappeared
after
in
that
the
first
second
quarter. But you almost want, I don't know, you don't want that pass is deflected out of bounds by Iloa. I mean, you're up 25-9. You just hope that it wasn't we got this type of a situation, like let off the gas and lose your concentration on it. Diego Vasquez into the front court. He hands off to Preston Brenchley. Nephi Iloa comes over and guards him, so he gives it off to Buck Miller, trying to get it down low to Jagger. Putnam gets into the lane, loses the handle, kicks it outside to Diego. Kicks out to Preston Brenchley. Baseline, floater, good.
Nice move by P. Branch. That was pretty smooth right there. Pushes the lead out to 24.
3 ball on the way the other direction is deflected. That was by Gilbert. The deflection, I think, was by Kyson Buckmiller. Brenchley gets a screen from from Frankham. Floater, no good by Brenchley. Rebound grabbed by Iloa. 64-40, Nick. 3 ball the other direction is good.
Oh, man. Fifth, that's a dagger.
On your point spread it is. 64-43, Ridgeline up by 19.
Now going back to that. 21. Going back to that second quarter, Dave, you get outscored 10-6 by Hurricane. And that's something that I think Coach Day is going to go back and look at on film and say, all right, how do we go from playing so well in the first quarter to so poorly in the second quarter? I mean, it was like two different teams out there, Jekyll and Hyde. It was just nothing even working at all.
I don't know. That one will be interesting to talk to him about. If
it really will. Yeah, I think he's going to have to.
You're going to ask him.
He's going to have to.
Half of all organizations have been victims of ransomware attack. Don't take risks. Take action with Les Olson Company Security Suite. Get a free network assessment by going to lesolson.com. Also, New Horizons Beauty College is the place to go if you're looking for a haircut or a new style or fresh manicure. Another turnover, and Nephi Iloa is going to the free throw line again. This one's going to go on Dawson Lowe.
Look at this. We got five kids getting ready to check in here. Coach has played a ton of kids tonight.
Some of these are starters.
Some of them are, 2 of them.
Free throw is no good by Iloa.
Look at Threes. Threes is another big old kid.
33?
Yeah. Houston Homer.
Yeah, and he played briefly earlier.
Did he? Okay. Giving the seniors or the kids that just checked out a little hug here on the Hurricane sideline.
For the latest news, scores, photo galleries, and even replays of tonight's game, Nephi makes the second free throw. Visit CashValleyDaily.com or download the new Cache Valley Daily mobile app, Cache Valley's premier choice for local news. CashValleyDaily.com. 64-44. Foul is called on Staples. And they'll walk the other direction. That's only going to help your spread.
Yeah, but it ain't going to matter.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to get there.
Unless they keep fouling and miss their shots.
State playoff game at 7:30.
Dawson Lowe is going to get a chance to get his first varsity points
2:30
as he walks to the free throw line. Dawson's free throw's no good.
Oh.
Come on, Doss, that's your chance. 3-point shot by Roosh is almost banked in, no good. Sorry, that was Homer. Rebound grab by Preston Brenchley. They may have to shoot it once. But you still can't get to your average. Jackman will raise for 3, no good. Rebound grabbed by Buck Miller. Now you can dribble it out. Putnam's not going to, though. He floated it up and got it. Harrison Putnam gets his first varsity points, if I'm not mistaken.
Shooting 1. Into the ball game for the Tigers, number 30, Cal Hughes.
Everybody's still playing hard right now. And Harrison Putnam's got a chance to finish a three-point play here. All of his teammates have evacuated the key. Free throw for Harrison is no good. So I should have taken the under. 66-44. Down low to Jackman. Couple big steps and can't get it to go. Rebound grab by Dawson Lowe. And he'll just dribble this out. 1 second remaining, and that'll do it. 66-44 is the final here. Ridgeline's going to move on and play Thursday at 2:30 at the Spectrum in the second round of the State Boys 4A Championships. Hurricane will call it a season. They have a lot of length, and I think they have some pieces. Hopefully moving into next year will be a little bit more competitive for Hurricane, but I'm sure they give a whole lot of effort. Appreciate them making the drive to come up here in such treacherous conditions.
Those points on the board, Dave, I think are exactly the two teams' averages on the season.
Me?
I think it's when I looked it up today, I know Hurricane averaged like 44-point-something points, and they're at 44, and I'm fairly certain Ridgeline's somewhere around 66.
Wow. Wouldn't that be amazing? I'll tally these for you, these statistics for you. I'm pretty sure Carson Cox is our leading scorer in this ballgame. We'll come back and share those with you in just a moment.
A beautiful career in the beauty industry. New Horizons Beauty College is happy to be helping you take a step forward in a new career and your new look. New Horizons Beauty College, moving forward with beauty. Now accepting new clients. Call 435-753-9779.
Adams Wealth Advisory is a financial planning firm that is combined with an investment firm to provide the best possible outcomes for our clients.
I always believe if you're intentional with your financial plan, things are going to work out really well for you.
Visit AdamsWealthAdvisors.com or call 752-1702 to schedule a time with an advisor today. Your Cache and Box Elder County McDonald's take pride in being part of our community. Your local McDonald's is hiring with flexible hours, tuition reimbursement, and great pay. Start your career today. Apply at careers.mcdonalds.com. McDonald's is an equal opportunity employer committed to a diverse and inclusive workforce.
Are you looking for a rewarding career? Advanced Integrated Systems in Tremont is looking for passionate technicians to join the team. Work with your hands daily to create custom next-level smart home experiences for each client. To learn more about our career paths and rewarding benefits, visit AISAV.com.
Every day's a fiesta at El Salvador Los Primos Restaurant. All the excitement that you'd expect from the best Mexican Salvadorian cuisine. Try their authentic pupusas, street tacos, and more. Visit now and get the student special. Buy one burrito, get one for free. View their entire menu online at ElSalvadorLosPrimos.com.
Now is the time to head over to Cache Valley Auto Care, because when your car isn't working right, you just need someone who can help make your life a little easier. Cache Valley Auto Care, behind Home Depot on 200 East, 1175 North.
What do they do at the Logo Shop? Custom design t-shirts, hats, and jackets with your company logo. Or put your logo on pens, drinkware, golf balls, travel accessories, outdoor gear, anything. Give them a call. Check out the possibilities.
Logo Stop, the Logo Shop.
Welcome back to Ridgeline High School. The Riverhawks take care of business over Hurricane this evening, 66-44. And
Dave, we forgot to mention who sponsors our halftime.
I did it while you were trying to crunch the.
Oh, you did? I wasn't even paying attention. Good.
Well, you shouldn't have been. You were trying to get our video feed a little better.
Yeah, sorry about that video feed, dude.
Yeah,
folks.
Planet Fitness was our halftime sponsor. Here's what I got, unofficially, as always. Leading scorer in the ballgame was Carson Cox. Carson did it throughout. Carson started with 10 points in the first quarter, had 2 more in the second quarter, and then had 5 in the third quarter and 7 in the fourth for his 24. He was joined in double figures by 2 other players. Luke Sorensen had 12, and Grady Workman had 11. Jagger Frankham ended with 6. Zach Skinner had 4. Cam Blotter had 4. Preston Bridgely had 2. Harrison Putnam had 2. And Diego Vasquez had 1. For Hurricane, nobody in double figures, so exactly like their season averages have gone. They had 7 out of Caleb Jackman. 8. And he averages 7.5. Interesting, isn't it? Nephi Iloa had 6. RJ Wright had 6. Gubler had 2. Connor Roosh had 6, both on threes. RJ Hurst had 5. Calvin Hughes had 5. Owen Iloa had 3. And Lance Matthews had 3. They get scoring out of a lot of different places, but nobody that scores in bunches. Scoring by quarter, it was really that first quarter, Nick, that basically it kind of salted the game away, if in my mind. 25-9 was Ridgeline's score at the end of the first quarter. And then Ridgeline just kind of stopped playing, really. They only scored 6 in the second quarter to Hurricanes 10. It was 31-19 at the half. And then Ridgeline outscored Hurricanes 19-9 in the third quarter, and then they tied 16-16 in the fourth quarter. Our final was 66-44. I mean, after that first quarter, I thought this was going to be a lot of fun, very exciting, and the rest of the game just kind of plodded along. There really wasn't a whole lot going on out there, and the excitement kind of slowed down, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, they just offensively really started to struggle. I mean, turnovers were kind of an issue in that second quarter, but really some bad possessions. And then to start the second half, I thought 3 of their first 4 shots were 3-pointers. And, man, it just feels like sometimes you can get a better look. And I know Carson Cox has shot it better from beyond the arc, and they kind of got hot to start the game. That's what really got them going in the first quarter was the 3-ball. Carson hit one, Cam hit one. But, you got Luke Sorensen out there taking the 3-ball, and Jagger's taking, 3 or 4 in a game. And I just think those boys are so valuable in the paint, whether they can get the ball down there to them or not, which there's definitely opportunities to do that, as we saw throughout the game. Offensive rebounding. Mm-hmm. I mean, I want Luke Sorensen in the paint crashing the boards every time a shot goes up, whether it's a 3-pointer or not. But I don't know. I just felt like some things will be shown on video, on film, that they can definitely take and work on and hopefully get them ironed out, because you have a 6-point quarter against Pineview or Layton Christian, you're going to have a hard time winning that ball game on Thursday, Dave. Yeah, you absolutely will. They have got to play a more complete game on Thursday to continue on in this 4A tournament. As again, we're going to await the winner of Pineview Layton Christian. That game is starting at 7 o'clock this evening. And the winner of that one will come up here to Utah State and play Ridgeline at 2:30 this Thursday. And then, as we mentioned a little earlier, the Ridgeline Gals will play at, was it 7 or 7:30? 7:30 on Thursday. So a lot of fun coming up basketball this weekend, starting on Thursday for Ridgeline now that this one's over. Not a lot more to go over in this one, to be honest with you, Nick, besides talking to Coach Day. So we'll take another quick break and see if Coach makes his way up here, and then we'll wrap it up with an interview with him. We'll be right back.
If you want a natural stone look on your home without the expense, think Coldwater Stone in Tremonton or Castorite in Logan, and see how they take some of the most beautiful resources the earth has to offer, then shapes and blends them to create your dream home. Online at coldwaterstone.com.
DD Auto and Salvage is going to pay you the most for junk vehicles. Get rid of your junk vehicles today. Pickup is available. DD Auto and Salvage in Logan. Call 787-1204. That's 787-1204 today. See store for details.
Great Basin Graphics has quality screen printing, detailed embroidery, and award-winning graphic designers. The right look, the right design, the perfect fit. Get noticed with GBG. Get your order in today for spring products. Google Great Basin Graphics for screen printing and embroidery. 966 West 400 North in Logan.
Welcome back to Ridgeline High School. The Riverhawks win their opening game of the tournament against Hurricane 66-44, joined now by Coach Kyle Day. Coach, let's talk about the first quarter, shall we?
Yeah, that's great.
First quarter was very good. Your team jumped out with a lot of energy, 25-9 in that quarter. You were getting a lot from a lot of different guys, 4 different players in the scoring column, and none of them had less than 4 in that one. And then something happened. We still can't figure it out. If the team got up 25-9 and thought we got this and let off the brakes, or what from a coaching perspective did you see?
I thought we did some uncharacteristic things in the second quarter. I thought what got us really going in the first was obviously defense. Turnovers turned into offense, and we run, and that's really good, and we were doing that well. We came out with a really attacking mindset, but also a sharing the ball mindset, right? We were attacking and then finding the pass for someone for an easy layup, right? And then in the second quarter, we were doing a lot more of attacking and then not finding the right pass. So we talked about that at halftime. I thought they did a better job in the second half. We didn't shoot it well from 3 tonight. If we do, it's probably a very different game even from that. Because I don't think we shot a bad 3 all game long. In fact, if anything, Carson's 2 threes that he made in the second half were probably the worst shots we took all night from 3. So,
he made 4 in the game. He had 1 in the third and then 2 in the fourth.
Yeah, the 2 in the fourth are what I'm thinking of. The kind of deeper, that not really inside out. But Carson was in rhythm, and we give him the green light to shoot those. But
never a bad shot when it goes in, is it?
Well, it can be. But in the second quarter, I thought we just got a little outside of ourselves. I think everyone was kind of feeling the opportunity for some highlight plays and some stuff like that, and then kind of got a little bit away from us. But I thought they did a good job refocusing at half and then kind of extending it out. I don't know what it got to eventually, but
yeah, you were up 28, almost 30 at
Nick
one
was
point.
Feeling pretty good. He gave us before the game. He set the line at 25, and it was pretty good.
Well, I put those young kids in, and
right.
They had a couple turnovers there, and cost you that cover there.
Now you say that they made adjustments in the second half, and you were happy with what happened in the second half. But I remember about 15 seconds into the quarter,
14 to be
there was quite a butt chewing going on over here in the. Yeah. What were you saying to them?
Oh, I was upset. I had given them very explicit instructions on what to do to come out of the quarter. We had repeated them several times, and I don't think one player did it when they came out.
There's nothing more frustrating.
So I felt like this is an opportunity for me to remind them that they need to be dialed in and focused, regardless of what the outcome is.
Coach, it's called imposing your will.
Coach, if you get kicked out, I'm just curious, just asking for a friend.
Yeah.
If you get kicked out of a game as a coach, do you have to sit out the next game?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, well then it wouldn't be worth it then. But I would love to see. Yeah, I want to see him punt a ball up into the stands. I've always wanted to do that. I've always wanted to be so frustrated that I drop kick it, like punt it. And I want, like in a gym where they're all open and nobody's up there and it just bounces around. Like somebody's got to go get that. I don't know. I just thought if you're going to get that angry, let's do it right.
Summer team camp, USU, get an opportunity.
Just boot it. I want to see you do that one day.
Championship game where it's like, what are you going to do, suspend me?
Yeah, right.
Boot it up. You're going to have to sit out the first round or the first game of your preseason next year.
If you win the state championship, we want to see you boot one of those balls, all right?
Up into into the spectrum
into
seats.
the yellow seats and just see it ping-ponging around up there.
Do you feel good about the way this game ended? I mean, do you feel like there's momentum?
I liked the second half. I thought it was a lot better. Credit Hurricane. I mean, they had to come a long way, and it's been a long season for them. And their coach is in his first year as the coach there, and trying to establish a program, trying to establish a culture, and that can be hard, right? Yeah. And if you've lost a lot of games and you got guys who are learning the game, and I think at the same time for our guys, I was glad that we extended that out the way that we did. I think it actually got to like 32 at one point.
It may have.
Yeah. I mean, the student section was giving me a hard time at some point there. So I was pleased with that part of it because it can be hard for a 17-year-old to stay dialed when the competition kind of is struggling the way that they did tonight. So
it's hard for Nick to stay dialed with his turnovers the whole time.
I've heard that before. Yeah.
I mean, there's no way you got any in the second half.
Our stream was on the fritz. I was trying to get the stream quality to improve, and we got some angry listeners out there.
Yeah.
Of the 14,055 viewers, 15,000 of them were mad about the quality of our stream.
The video quality, but I'm sure that the audio quality was fantastic.
And that's all that really matters.
Really. We'll paint the picture. You don't have to watch it.
Yeah, just envision it in your mind.
Yeah, and it's beautiful. Coach, congratulations, 66-44. We're going to be up there with you on Thursday.
Yeah, we'll see you Thursday.
Let's go get wins out of the young man and the young ladies, shall we?
Yeah, that'd be fun.
All right.
Yep.
Okay. Thanks, Coach.
Okay, good job.
That's Coach Kyle Day. His team wins 66-44. Really, Nikolai, I don't think we got a lot much more to go over.
No, there's really not. Just telling everybody, come out to the Spectrum on Thursday and just to enjoy Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Just to enjoy a dip into the weekend with some boys and girls basketball.
Yeah, should be a lot of fun. For all of if we have had any friends listening in from Hurricane or headed back home, be very, very safe. In fact, I'd advise maybe just stay the night and maybe even another night till this whole thing clears out. Yeah, Cache Valley is a nice place to hang out if you have to hang out.
Yeah, go to the Beehive Grill or what's El Salvador.
Los Primos.
Los Primos.
Yep.
One of our sponsors. We got any other food sponsors?
McDonald's.
Mickey D's, of course. Hey, don't get off the air until we name.
Carson,
McDonald's.
I'd go Carson.
Absolutely. He put up, 24?
24. Yep,
24. And it seemed like he got 24 pretty efficiently tonight. It seemed like, in my mind, he missed a couple of threes, but he made 4 of them. Shot it pretty well. He plays at a high level defensively, Dave.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. Ever since Coach Day told me that before the Mount Crest game, how Carson's defense has got so much better. I've really been trying to pay attention and watching that side of his game, and it has. He's played some great defense. I remember against Jordan Child in the second half in the Logan game. I mean, you could credit Carson Cox on the stops he got against Child that helped Ridgeline win that game. And if you don't win that game, you're probably sitting in the 4 or 5 seed, as close as those RPI numbers are, and that's playing Skyview in the semifinals. I don't know, Dixie and Skyview are both going to be.
Yep.
I'm hoping we can get to that game to play Dixie because I really want to see that Lemke kid and the Roberts point guard.
Yeah.
I really want to see those guys in action live and be talking about it to my faithful listeners.
You got a couple.
I got some fans.
You do have some fans.
I don't have as many fans as a Cinnamon Bear, but I'm starting to build my fan base.
That's because there is no Cinnamon Bear.
Yes, there is.
Okay.
People know you as a Cinnamon Bear.
Again, Ridgeline's going to play the winner of Pineview Layton Christian. That one starts here in about 20 minutes. For also the other local teams, Logan is playing Bear River. That'll be at Logan starting in just about 20 minutes as well.
That's the 8-9 game?
That's the 8-9.
Okay.
And then Skyview has their bye, and Snow Canyon is hosting Green Canyon this evening at 7, and then Mountain Crest is also on the road at Crimson Cliffs.
So you got Green Canyon and Mountain Crest in St. George right now playing away games.
Yep.
At 7:10?
7 o'clock. All of which can be found on CacheValleyDaily.com or our respective sister stations.
Hopefully that quality's better than ours.
Yeah, hopefully. But this one, Ridgeline wins 66-44 over Hurricane for Coach Kyle Day and Nick Zollinger. I'm Dave Simmons. Have a pleasant evening, everyone. We'll be back with you on the audio side of things on Thursday. We'll be have a great evening, everyone.
This Ridgeline Riverhawks broadcast has been a presentation of 104.5 The Ranch and CacheValleyDaily.com. Made possible by the support from Adams Wealth Advisors, Great Basin Graphics, McDonald's, Logo Shop, Castelite, Napa Auto Parts, Planet Fitness, El Salvador Los Primos, DD Auto Salvage, Advanced Integrated Systems, Cache Valley Auto Care, Les Olson Company, New Horizons Beauty College, and CacheValleyDaily.com. Catch the replay of tonight's game on CacheValleyDaily.com.